background. How pretty.
Hi, Julie. But tomorrow I'll never get you.
These are mine. These are individual plants they put up here, and then they put wood chips all around. Yeah.
Past the platform with their gowns. With their gowns.
Should I picture my car? All right.
Okay, so the dad owns a hell of a lot more of it than we do.
Very good.
I don't want to leave you.
Julie, tell Ben to turn around. We make lots of money out there, all right? Want a close up?
Gone by 4.
It's on.
They'll be gone by 4. Dean, we want you.
Now this is.
Julie, you want one?
I can't believe
You have a lot more faith in Ben than we do.
Hi.
That's my mom. Go back to my mom. No, say hi to mom. There you go. Now pan back.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, Ben. We got it. Yeah. Wait, we want to see your backside. Is it? Okay. Get close enough?
OK。哦，我晓得那天他们大的妈知道了。
Test. 2. Test.
Excuse us.
I see it, by George. No.
Where'd you go?
Going by?
And the audience will please rise for the playing of the Colombian National Anthem. Remain standing and join Professor Ellen Harris, Associate Provost for the Arts, in the singing of one verse of the National Anthem, to be followed by the invocation by Reverend Virginia Army.
And President Gray, members of the board, distinguished guests, class of 1990. In a few
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and a very special greeting to the graduates. I do indeed remember that freshman convocation on August 29th, 1986, when the Kresge organ took on a life of its own and punctuated my remarks with bursts of a Bach toccata. It was a terrific hack. It was also a vivid demonstration of the combined power of science and the arts. And if any of the hackers are here today, I salute them. And I trust there will not be an encore this morning. On that day, almost 4 years ago, I told you that there would be only one other occasion on which essentially the entire class would assemble in one place. And here we are, right on schedule. Since March of 1989, I had planned to follow your example and graduate myself later this month. However, as the search for MIT's 15th president continues, I now expect to carry on for a few more months. And I hope that you will forgive me some envy at the apparent ease with which you got it all together and got it right. For you, this is the moment. You have just completed the most rigorous university education in the nation, and today we gather to celebrate your accomplishments and to welcome you to that legendary band of champions known as MIT alumni. Congratulations. Now, everyone who has successfully completed this intellectual tour de force may well consider that experience to be the ultimate test of the individual. But you know, and I know, that you have not reached this moment by yourselves. We are joined today by those remarkable people who have been stalwart members of your winning team over the past 4 or more years. I speak, of course, of your families and your friends. And by way of thanks, I ask all the graduates to please stand, turn around and face the guest sections, and join with me, the faculty, and the trustees in applauding some of the most remarkable people in higher education today. President Barco spoke this morning about change in the world, political change. In the next few minutes, I would like to comment on some aspects of change, recent, rapid, irreversible change that are evident in the world you are about to enter. The first and surely the most dramatic change has to do with the sudden collapse of the Soviet Empire and the transformations occurring in Eastern Europe. This change was conceived in the irrepressible human striving for freedom of thought and action, for political self-determination, and for ethnic and spiritual identity and respect. And it was born of the extraordinary failures of the command and control model of state socialism. Eastern Europe and the Soviet Union are embarked on economic and political transformations of incalculable significance. The world has, in Peter Drucker's phrase, crossed an historical watershed, and we shall all be affected. The reordering of alliances and associations, the rethinking of national interests and priorities, and the reconsidering of national budgets, defense and otherwise, have scarcely begun. The second dimension of change derives from the recognition, late in coming but now overwhelming, that we humans are affecting the natural environment in ways that are dramatically destructive and that are probably irreversible, at least on the timescales that concern humankind. In our remarkable capacity to reproduce, in our insatiable appetite for resources of all kinds, and in our reluctance to act as stewards for the generations to come, we are changing the conditions of life on Earth, not only for ourselves, but for the countless other living things who share this planet with us. This awareness of global environmental issues, itself a dramatic and abrupt change, must be followed by changes in the way we live. Indeed, by changes in the way we perceive our relationship with the Earth and all its rich variety. A third dimension of change in the world around us has to do with the development of a global economy, an economy that increasingly will integrate and subordinate all national economies. Global markets now exist for most products and many services. Stateless corporations, whose research, development, manufacturing, and marketing activities transcend national boundaries, are on the rise. And as they grow, they and the changes they generate will influence national structures and organizations, will challenge long-held cultural attitudes and beliefs, and will place a premium on the ability to think and act in transnational dimensions. You, the 1990 graduates of MIT, will be deeply involved in all these matters. Why? Because you have the intelligence, the talent, and I believe the inclination to tackle the greatest challenges. Because you have developed the skills to evaluate, even devise, different remedies to global problems that have scientific and technical dimensions. Not a common quality in a society where few are numerate and fewer still are scientifically literate. Because you've already been living in an international community for at least the past 4 years, and also because with your education, you are destined for leadership, like it or not. In all of this, one of the greatest challenges you will face has to do with changes in social organization. Increasingly, your world will be filled with people from cultures, races, and points of view that are different from yours. And that medley will change and become even more diversified over time. Not only will the global economy impress new values and perspectives